Presenting Channeling Erik's Hour of Enlightenment.
Hello, my beautiful people. So, we've got Michelle Gray here from thehealing-art.com, and we have, the grammar police. We have Denise Ramon at DeniseRamon.com, making it easy. And we're going to devote this all to callers. Baby Erik, congratulations on making Archangel status. Is that really true, guys? It's like, wow. He told me, and I thought, well, okay. Before I break open an expensive bottle of champagne, which means, $40 for me. Is it really true?
That's funny, Elisa.
You know what? I asked Erik because Erik said that you were going to say something about it, and so I got to tell you what he said. I said to him, I'm like, Erik, I said, like, why now? Because I questioned him. I said, I thought this wasn't happening till a little later, till September, and he says, well, it's a nice time to graduate. Like it's graduation season. Yeah. But he just said that it's just like an energetic call promotion. He says now is just the right time. It was his time to move into that position. And he also said that he's working closely with Archangel Michael as well.
Oh, love him.
Which is very interesting. But Archangel Michael's part of the divine team, he says.
So what happens with your power, Erik, is like, okay, well, when you have a birthday, people, I mean, it's like all of a sudden, boom, you're like 47 instead of 46, like a whole year has passed. No, it's incremental. So in regards to your power, is it incremental or is it like, okay, now I am Archangel, so I am freaking powerful, much more powerful than I was the day before?
He said it's more like he uses the example as a hall pass, like it's more ability to help. It's greater ability. So he says think of it not in such a way of power, in a way of like he can access places and things for the ability to be able to help, to heal. I mean, it is about his advancement as well, but he's connecting himself to the whole. So his advancement is advancement of the whole. So
that's so cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Brittany, my friend is here. Sorry. No, you heard that. Okay.
He's got the graduation cap on.
Oh. Yeah, and he tells me it's really not about power. It's also about wisdom from within. It's like knowing. It's like from within and the wisdom. Mm-hmm. It's like it's just the way he's having me feel it. It's like it's stuff you have that you've gained from the growth, and now he just wants to be able to be of more service to show people that as well, because he is something in a sense like tangible to where we know Erik was a human for sure, here in this time. So it's like it's easier for people to grab onto in a sense, and he's like at everyone's disposal who wants him and to guide him. And he says people can relate to me from all different areas because of how he interacts with everybody.
Yeah. So sweet.
Wow. It is. It's like the yumminess I'm feeling from him.
I miss you, Erik, so much.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we can go there. I love you too. Erik, before we take callers, because this is dedicated to callers, is there anything you want to share at all?
He said, when Michelle said, like this is graduation time and promotion time, and that he says it's not just graduation time for the people in the physical schools and people getting promotions from jobs or whatever. This is also, he says, he hopes that people who are listening, that this is also about promotions within themselves and graduating within themselves. Because he says every caller that calls in tonight, whether they get picked to talk or not, they have gone through a pretty big growth spurts within their own selves. And it's like, this is a time to honor yourself, he says. He says every person who calls in tonight has really done, this is for them. And his graduation, as you said, Michelle, he says he's doing this in honor for everybody. It's not just about him.
That's nice.
And he just showed me too, Denise, while you were talking, he was showing me spring. And he just said, why do you think graduations are in spring? He goes, it's not just because nice weather and the shoes and everything and being able to, be outside together in a big celebration. He goes, spring is renewal. And he says, so, we're in a state of renewal right now in so many different ways. And so just to kind of add to what he was saying to you, Denise, he's just saying that renewal, and today is it? Yes, today the 11th is a new moon, I believe it is. So tonight, callers, all the callers that have that are sitting here, he's just saying to you, congratulations to each and every one of you, because not only have you all been through an awful lot to celebrate and to be proud of, but to really think about these next stages and what you're heading into. And I'm sure we'll get into a lot more of that tonight. But he's really excited, and he's really looking forward to connecting with everybody tonight.
Yes.
That's so awesome. Wait, I have to eat a French fry. I'm eating a French fry, people. I'm starving. Okay. Oh. You might hear a lot of crunching. That's okay. Uber Eats. I love it. Okay.
That's life.
So,
that's life.
I know. All right, so I guess you want to take callers, Erik, or you want to wait?
Ooh, no, he's ready.
Yeah, he says, let's take callers.
All right, one thing I will say is that we've had a lot of positive results from, like autism, people whose kids have autism. I want, and other people, of course. I really want you guys to help others by sharing your story with groups on social media that like autism groups or chronic pain people or whatever.
Yeah.
You can make a difference. A lot of you guys have gotten the service for free. I mean, I do 75% of my stuff for free. I want you guys to get out there and spread the word. I can't because they won't allow it. They won't, obviously it's like, they just won't. But you can, so I want you to. And Erik does. Do you, Erik, want them to?
Oh yes. Yes, and Erik has been very, he puts a lot of nudges out there to have people talk and share. And he says, when you feel that push too, when you feel that push to talk about it, he's like, don't be shy. Don't be shy. Spread it. Go ahead and spread it and talk about it. Because you're being nudged for a reason.
Yes. Yes. All right. We got our first caller here. 210 area code. I think it's San Antonio. Hi there. How you doing? How are you, baby?
I'm doing well. First, I'd like to say congratulations to Erik for his monumental accomplishment.
Oh. What's your first name?
Janie.
Jamie.
Hey, Jane. What you got for us, girl?
I've been talking to a friend of mine at work. You know him as Mike Rossi.
I love him. Rossi,
we work together. I recently, well, not recently, but it's been a little over a year since I lost my dad. And he left me in charge of dividing everything equally between his kids. And tried my hardest to do everything the way I think he would want me to do it. And nobody wants to believe this, but family just gets very ugly at these times.
What's his name?
My dad's name is Ernest.
What's his name?
Ernest.
Ernest. Okay,
Ernest.
got it.
And I would really like to know if he feels like I'm doing right by him. My sister did some pretty mean and ugly things to me. And I would just like some affirmation.
This is what Erik and your father tell me, and I don't know what the color orange means to you, but right away I saw the color orange.
Huh.
I heard the word orange, so I don't know what that means for you, Janie. But Erik and your dad both are saying you've been beyond generous and in giving and what you're doing, and now it's time to decide what is best for you, because no matter what you do, it will never be enough. You know, you could, because what they're showing me is the pie is cut equally, but everybody's complaining because one person got one more slice of apple than the other person. And that's about the length, that's about the extent of it. It's like one person got one more slice of an apple than the other. And this, how they behave now is not foreign. This is how they behaved prior, and that's why he left you. And this is why he left you in charge. And the behavior isn't because you're not doing the right thing. The behavior is because of their behavior on how they have behaved almost all their life, and now it's like they feel it, so now they have to deflect it to somewhere else and make it about somebody else so that they don't have to feel it. Because, and Erik says, just let them be where they are. And your father says, you know, he's got you. Does the color orange or something orange mean anything to you?
I can't recall anything about orange except it's my wife's favorite color.
Okay.
Can you verify that, Erik?
Erik says yes. You know, that was really his way of showing. Now acknowledge her, you two, and you just go on with you do what you've done and not listen, and don't worry about the rest, because it doesn't matter what you could give them the exact same thing and it still wouldn't work, because it's not about you and what you're giving or not giving. It's about, your dad keeps showing me, it's something eaten inside of them. And and your sister knows what it is. She knows what it is, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Michelle?
Pretty much the same thing. And Jamie, did your father pass with something in the chest area? Was it across the chest? Was it heart?
It was lungs.
Yeah,
lungs. So I can feel the heaviness in the chest. So that's just how spirit validates with me their passing of who they are. But your dad is saying that this is part of the contract of it's all their emotional projections working itself out, with his passing and the will being a catalyst of it. So he's just saying to allow it to play itself out, pretty much what Denise and Erik and your dad just said. Allow it to play itself out, and you just step back and do what you're doing. You're doing the right thing. You were selected in this position for a reason, and there's nothing you can do to make them happy, because they need to work this out within themselves, even though they're projecting it so that it's on you. The other thing, too, that your dad is doing is don't take on the responsibility of their problems. Mm-hmm. So don't take it upon yourself to feel like you need to fix it or you need to do something to make it better, because he's just saying that part of why this has happened is because of things like this that have been done all along. So this is kind of like the stopping point, and this is for you to be able to move forward yourself, kind of put up that boundary and say, okay, I've done what I'm supposed to do. And he says, feel good about it. Feel good about it, because really what it's doing is it's giving them the opportunity when you no longer accept it.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Flores, for calling in. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Denise.
Thank
Thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
Take care.
Okay. Let's see who is next. Somebody from the 209 area code. Hi there. How are you doing?
Hi, Elisa. I've been thinking about you
Hey,
and wondering how everything is coming along with your cement and everything that'll be poured, I guess, the end of the week.
I hope so. Not this week. Next week.
Oh, gosh, a whole nother week with that stuff. Oh, wow.
No.
Okay. You know, since I started listening to you and reading the stories about Erik and everything, he's just made me feel so much more peace since my son's passing last year. And it's just, I can't explain how much it has helped, you know, with just what he explains and how he explains it is there. Anyway, so a couple questions I want to ask is my son passed last year, so I hope Erik can bring him through. I'm always worried about everybody else. So my older son and the son that passed, they always wheeled and dealed. And my older son had given him the rifle that he used that day that it happened. And he wants to know if Ethan blames him for giving it to him or if it would have happened regardless.
Yeah.
What's your first name?
Bonnie.
Bonnie. Oh, that's my sister.
Oh.
And it's Ethan, the son that passed away, and who's the son that had the rifle that gave it to him?
Michael, and Ethan had been wanting it, and they were gonna, will and deal and trade one for another, and he just so happened to end up with the rifle, and that was the day that he did it.
That was the plan. That was the plan on Ethan's behalf.
It was.
That was his plan. So yes, and he had already had a plan. Erik is showing me he had the plan, and he knew that this was the plan. If he hadn't have got it from Michael, there was another route for him to go. But this was definitely going to take place. And
what was the other route?
I feel like there was somebody else he knew. Was he in school or something, or just graduating from school or something?
He was taking the real estate exam for the state. He was planning on going that route.
Okay, because there was somebody he knew that was also selling, that had a gun or something. So there was another route he's showing me that he would have been able to do. But this was definitely
So regardless, at some point, it was going to happen.
Yes.
Okay.
And
we understand that.
And Erik shows me. He takes deep breaths and he says, "He's free. He's free. He's free."
Yeah.
And I just I know there's no words to comfort. But Erik says he's free, and with that, it's like the tightness in his head is released.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Does he communicate through little Mikey? Because my little grandson says he sees him all the time. He sees him on the roof. He sees him in the backyard. He sees him. There's Ethan. And we just really want to know if he's just, saying that or if he really is seeing something.
Oh, of course he is.
Yes, he is. We don't make that kind of stuff up. Michelle?
Yeah, while you guys were talking, he's showing me pictures of the woods. I can see the woods. He's also showing me there's a dog, so it's his childhood dog, because he's mentioning the dog, and he just says how there's so much peace. He feels so much peace. And he was commenting about you, Mom. He says the peace that you feel connecting with Erik, he says that's his peace you feel too. So he just wants you to know that that's a direct connection, and to really pay attention to what little Mikey is saying, because little Mikey will give you a lot of information and will continue to.
Okay. Okay, and he's with his dog Rufus, and I always thought about that. Okay, So one last question is Gabby, his significant other. The day that it happened, they had an argument. She was not living with us at the time, but had been living with us for the last 2 years. She's living with us. We're helping her through school. Is she where she's supposed to be according to Ethan? Are we supposed to continue?
Are you worried? Are you worried, Bonnie, that Ethan wouldn't approve or something?
Yeah.
Because he's giving a blessing.
They had an argument. Okay.
Yeah. No, he's okay with that. In fact, he's more than okay with that, because there's some other reasons why Gabby is there, and on a spiritual level, that's how it plays. Is for Gabby to have your help.
Perfect. All right, thanks, Bonnie, for calling in.
She's helped me so much. Thank you, Elisa. I appreciate it so much.
Thank you, Bonnie.
So
Thank
welcome.
you.
Okay. All right, so let me see. Oh, my God. We have another 210 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
Hi, Elisa. This is Mike. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Thank you for taking my call. Thank you for taking Dr. Flores' call as well. I really do appreciate everything that you do.
Of course.
Lately, I've been able to been able to receive message from Spirit. When I first went up to Dr. Flores, I got really overwhelmed and almost teary-eyed, and I told her that I knew that her mom had passed away first, and then her dad was by himself for a while, and then he crossed over. He passed away. I've been able to read several people at work, and I've been right. So like, for me, I don't understand why it's coming to me like this. What I feel like that there's, it's more of a know and a feeling than a communication. Like I'm also been able to remote view one of my other coworkers' friends. I texted her and I told her, I said, you're messing with your water hose right now. You're trying to untangle them right now. And she sent me an OMG, how did you know that? And so people that I work with, I'm picking up on family members that have crossed over, but it's hard for me to translate the message. So I guess I'm trying to figure out what is.
Yeah. What's
my question is. My question is, how do I work on that? Because I'll get information, but it's like I had another coworker I texted, and her wife. I said, well, there's a man figure coming through. That's her father, and then she asked me, what is he trying to tell me? And it was so difficult for me. I just like if the feelings had words, I can't translate those words. It's just. And why is this all happening to me right now? I mean, I guess I'm trying to figure out. It's things are unfolding a lot more for me.
Okay, Erik, just tell him what he needs to hear right now, just to make it simple.
Well, Erik says you're well respected, and that's already been established. So you don't have to go through that curtain when you're telling people stuff. Now the other part about translating what you're getting, Erik says focus in on what it is you're feeling and not worrying about having the right verbiage for it. Just go with what you're feeling and then just go from there. And Erik says the more you concentrate on that, or not concentrate, but focus on that, the words will come through. But why not you? And Erik says you're very well respected, so you don't, like he says, you don't have to go through that curtain to try and get that. Michelle?
Well,
That's exactly it, because Erik just said trust. He says the only way that you learn how to do this is by actually doing it, and that's how it comes. It comes like feeling. It doesn't have words in the beginning. You have to trust what you feel, and you keep saying it, you feel, and you put those feelings together, and it will eventually translate into words, but that's just what the process is.
Okay.
That is it. That is it.
I just want one more quick question. The past lives memories that I've had, are those Are those real, or are those my imagination? Because I've had like really intense just memories or an image in my mind.
They're real.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to close up that one. Guys, I want y'all to all, please, y'all book sessions with these two wonderful mediums and try to keep this to one question per person because we have callers, and we really, really need to share the time with everybody. So one call, one question, please. All right. Hi there, who's it? 678 area code. Hi there.
Hi, Elisa. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Denise.
Hi.
From Atlanta.
Hey, Jim.
Hi,
I recognize that voice.
Hi, Jim.
You know that voice. I know you do.
Yes, I do.
Congratulations, Erik, and well deserved too. And congratulations to your daughter too, Elisa.
I know.
Yeah.
God, how proud can you be? I mean, that is such a accomplishment.
Oh, I'm very
really
proud.
is.
Yes,
I sent you a little message on Instagram. You haven't checked it yet. But anyway, my one question of the night is my daughter, Danielle. You've heard that name before, Elisa. My daughter, Danielle, works for an oncologist in Savannah, Georgia. And we're in Marietta, Georgia, Atlanta. And she's kind of having a rough go of it at work. There's a bunch of, for want of a better word, jerks that she works with. And she's wondering, will she find a better job in the near future? Will she move on?
Yes.
Good. When?
Yes.
And when and where? Any other information you can give, Erik?
Erik says very soon because she's been looking, but Erik says she needs to not focus on them being the jerk and being this and being that because that's already been established, he says. Like, we all know that they are that. But now it's time for her to use this time as to what it's bringing up for her. And one of the things it's doing, it's really making her reevaluate her own truths. Like getting in touch with herself, like getting in her own boots and feeling them, how good they feel.
Yeah, she has a lady at work by the name of Julie who just told her, one day she was at work with her and she said, "Get the F out of here." And it's like, we don't treat people like that. You treat people with respect. You don't treat them like that.
No, that's how she treats people, especially when she feels threatened by them.
Yeah, and so anyway, but that was my one question, and I'll just.
Yeah, just Erik is just highlighting her throat chakra. So just to align with what Denise said, it's the opportunity for her to speak her truth. So, that's what this time and waiting is. And Erik says that energetically, her new position where she goes to will open up sooner the more she focuses on what it's teaching her and the ability to be able to speak up for herself when necessary.
Yes.
Yeah, and Erik, she is. And Erik, I want you to be on my little spirit team. I want you to be one of my guides.
Already
I've
is.
been asking.
Yes.
Oh, good, because I've been asking that every time. Whenever I say a prayer, and that's mostly every day when I remember, I'll include Erik on that. So I asked him to be on my spirit team, and thank you for that. And by the way, Michelle, I'm not Michelle, but Heather Hartford was wonderful in her hour and a half that she spent with me. And Elisa, she was talking to you just as she got on and I sent something to Heather to say for my thanks to her. She was wonderful.
She's great.
Awesome.
All the babies are great.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you, Jim.
Well,
and good luck.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
I love you all.
Love you.
Bye. Okay, he's great. He is the big 40,000 feet in the air, incredible Erik Princk. I love it. All right, so we got somebody from the 951 area code. Hi there, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Well, I'm doing fine. How can we help you?
Hey, I wanted to see if I could get a message from Spirit or a relative.
Which one would you like, sweetie? What's your first name, first of all?
Nathaniel.
Nathaniel. All right, Nathaniel. Erik, what does he need? Does he need something from a spirit guide, from you, a guardian angel, a deceased loved one? What do you think? What would best help him?
Nathaniel, is your mother in spirit?
Oh, I got the same thing, Michelle. I got the same thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
because I'm getting a lot of love from Mom, and getting you have new beginnings. This is a new start for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did
I wonder
she
if
pass away?
she passed 11/11/77, so she passed a long time ago.
Okay. Yeah.
When you said that, she says she's showing me herself really spunky. So it may be a long time ago, but honey, she is like very young.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was funny how she's all dressed up and looking cute.
And she's come in on the 11th.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, Michelle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, I just got that now. Wow.
Yeah.
So did your mom, his mom, Nathaniel's mom, nudge him to call, or no? Because
yes, she did.
What's going on here? And so what does
she did.
What does she want to convey to Nathaniel?
Oh, see, we got new beginnings. Do you see me moving or getting a girlfriend or a new job or anything she's coming through with? All the above, or?
Well, I'm getting a little bit of all the above, but this is a lot of letting you know that this is about what you want. So she's just letting you know that this is within your power, and she's also talking about matchmaking. So relationship, about somebody connected to your heart. She says not just to think it, but to allow it into your life, because this really is a fresh new start for you. So whatever you're moving away from, moving away from, yes, and moving. So whatever you've got planned in your mind, go ahead and start looking. Start making plans in your mind and start putting things into action, because it will move quickly.
Okay, what about a dating app? Like one that I think sounds interesting is Hinge, because it's like forever. They say we're the dating app that wants to be deleted eventually. So, would Nathaniel benefit by something like that, or not?
You know, I get that that's not going to hurt if he was to do something like that, because that would just get the flow going. But for some reason, I don't feel like that's where he's going to meet the person.
Okay.
No, it's not necessary, but it would energetically move things. But
cool,
but
yeah.
Okay.
But you get the same thing, Michelle? Like that's not where
I sure did. Yeah. I sure did. Yeah.
Yeah. And your mom is saying stop wishing you had, just know you have.
Yes.
Yes, that's the law of attraction. If you say, I wish I had, the universe interprets that as you're always going to wish you have, but never have. Like, I want this. Then you're always going to be wanting that and never having that. So you need to, maybe meditation. I don't know. I'm terrible at that, but I'm not going to share that. But just
affirm, Erik says. Affirm. So say to yourself each day, I have the relationship in my life that's suited best for me. I am at the perfect match for somebody who is suited best for me. Affirm it as it's already in your life.
Yeah, feel it. Feel that person sitting on a porch swing with you and holding your hand. Feel everything. Feel it like it's real, and stuff like that. All right. So, okay, good. I want to follow up later on from you, Nathaniel, please. We're going to all be invited to the wedding, right?
Do you think it's someone I already know, or because
don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
No. You have to have an open heart about this. Okay.
Yeah.
We can't.
And I don't know what the color yellow means, but your mom keeps showing me yellow, and she appears to me in a yellow dress. So whatever the yellow means.
Could be happiness.
Could be, yeah, very much so.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Take care, Nathaniel.
Thanks, Nathaniel.
Take care. All right, somebody from the 402 area code. Hi there, how you doing?
Oh, is that me?
Yes, I do.
Hey, finally. Oh my gosh.
Awesome. What's your first name?
This is Jennifer in Omaha.
Hey, Jennifer. What can we do for you?
I just had a question. I was reading back on the blogs, and I saw that Erik had mentioned something about marriage in the afterlife, and I was super curious about that. Can you elaborate on that, what that's like?
He's showing me like the marriage in the afterlife is kind of like here, except we don't point fingers at each other. It's just, it helps to enlighten and the awareness. He says, and it's about relationships and expansion of love. And, he says we still have those things. It's just that the ego's not involved, and they don't fight over who didn't cook dinner and who didn't clean up a mess or stuff like that. But it's like the feeling I get, Michelle, maybe you can put more words to. I just get like it's like the most richest thing ever. Erik says, yes, we have sex, but not the same way.
That's funny. Yeah. That's so funny that he just said that, Denise, because he just said to me, he's telling me he's telling me that, and he goes, just tell them that it's like, Jennifer, just imagine it's like everything that you love about connection without the physical. And then he stops and he goes, but that doesn't really mean sex, because there is still kind of sex, but not like what we're talking about, not like physical sex. And he said that at the exact same time. It's so funny. But he says it really is the richness. He says it's like all the good stuff that we feel, the adversity of energy, but it's without the heaviness that the physical carries. And then he says if you take away all the physical parts about connection, and then you go into what the depth of connection is, and he goes, really, if you look at marriage or relationships of any kind on earth, he says the truth of them really are at the core, they are the connection. Because he says, think about all the different contracts that they have, where one person has physical disability, or one person where the physical can be taken away. He goes, if we take away all of that, we come to the core of this rich relationship. And he goes, so it's just a steps up of deeper relationship. You go from the physical, you go deeper and deeper within each other. And he says it's like a nice entwining of each other.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That is sweet. All right, girl, thanks for calling.
Take care, Jennifer.
Okay, we got somebody from the 226 area code. Hi there.
Lisa?
Hey.
Hello? Oh my God, I got on?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Sorry, I was just saying, Erik, telling him I need to talk to you guys. I'm so sorry. First of all, it's Chantal. You guys know me as Aqua Puff.
What? Aqua Puff. That. Yes.
Hi. First, I just really quickly, I know there's people waiting. I just want to say, Erik, I love you so much. Congratulations, and just thank you to you and all of you for everything you guys do for me.
I love you
told
too.
me I'm an Earth Angel with important things to do, and that the world still has plans for me, but I just feel trapped and so caged in. And I know I'm not alone, because you and Robin are throwing signs and synchronicities in my face constantly that you're here. And I feel
we can confirm. Erik said that Chantal and him have had lives together.
Pardon?
I'm asking the mediums. Erik says that you two have had other lives together, or at least one.
I feel that connection. I feel like I'm all consumed by him. It's ridiculous.
Michelle, what are you picking up on that?
You've actually had a relationship with Erik. Like, funny, we were just talking about marriage because you've actually had a connection in marriage or in that type of relationship with him. So you feel that because he says you feel that depth even to times where it's like he says like you feel right now it brings you to tears. And he's just saying that he's with you. He says part of the agreement in this lifetime, and he says he has this with others too, but he just wants you to know that he is part of your soul group. He's part of your. He's been with you more times than. Yes. So and he's just extending his love to you, and he's also saying to you, he wants you to really think about yourself in the sake of rest, because he says you're always looking for the purpose in the moment and to find those next steps. And he says all those steps will come. They will all come. He says everything will come, but he says what you really need to focus on right now is on yourself as far as taking care of your energy. And sometimes that means allowing yourself that time to rest without feeling like you have to take on everything else and everybody else's shit.
Yeah.
So he says, like, really, he goes, that will bring you much further. And when you can clear all of that stuff, he goes, you'll be able to feel clear and see clear. But he says he's right there. He's right there with you. He hears you. And tonight was an example of that, just to show you that you're definitely not alone.
I was
Absolutely.
asking for a direct sign from him. Can he tell me anything specific about what it is that I'm supposed to be doing, what these plans the world has, what it is that's so important that I'm supposed to be doing?
Well, one of them, Erik, when Michelle was talking, was Erik says, really practice putting you first, because you always put yourself at the end of the line. Even if there's 100 people, you're the 100th person. He said, so always act like you're making lunch, a sandwich, and everything for just you, and you don't need to ask anybody else or nothing. And I don't know if you like snow cones, but Erik says get a snow cone and go eat that. And I don't know why he says that. But this is what he says, is to go get a snow cone. And he says, just practice making dinner, lunch, breakfast for just you. Keep putting you first. And he says, and feel what it is you're feeling. And he says, and just be with it. Don't try to figure it out. Because he says, the less you try and figure it out, the more Spirit's going to just start revealing to you. You'll just all of a sudden know. Erik says he's got your back 100%.
Oh, that's my boy.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm glad for this, Chantel, because I've been worried about you, and I have been. So it's tough to be an Earth Angel.
So much, you guys. Thank you. I love you.
Oh, we love you.
Erik, much love to you, honey. Take care.
Talk later,
you guys have a good night. Take care. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I just want to give her a hug.
Me too. Yes. All right, got somebody from the 561 area code. Hi there, how you doing?
Hi, ladies. It's Maddie from Florida.
Hey, Maddie.
Hi, Maddie from Florida.
Hi, Maddie. Yeah, congratulations to Erik, and great to have you back, Elisa. I know you were out last week.
I know. The negative entities. Ugh. Okay, yes, thank you for that.
Yeah, real quick, because I know you got people waiting. I'm going to make mine real short. I want to know if my son is the father of his children, both his children.
Ooh. Yes. Okay. Great question.
What's your son's name?
Corey.
Rory?
Corey.
Corey.
C-O-R-Y.
Okay.
I'm just feeling into it right now, so we're quiet.
Yeah.
Does he question it or you?
The whole family.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not just me, the whole family.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound good.
Well, yeah. we don't question things like that on a regular basis. So there's reason.
Oh
boy.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I can handle the truth, girl.
I'm going to tell you what I'm getting. Erik says you need to go back to the source of where the answer is, because I just feel like nobody has asked the mother.
Oh, she's going to deny it, of course.
But that's where the question needs to be asked, and you'll be able to tell in her answer. Michelle?
Yeah, it's going to be hard, but do it, man.
I know. The thing is when sometimes when these things come out, is Spirit gives us a signal that might not be a full yes or a full no, and there's a purpose for that. And what Denise is saying is that, because what Erik has let us both know, which is why Denise and I were both quiet for a minute, because we could feel into it. There's something to this, but not giving us a direct yes or no, because this has to take another route. And there's purpose for that. Even though we would love to give you an answer, but there's more to it than just a yes or no. And so there's a reason why it's being directed in this way. And if you go back and ask the mother or say it, that'll be clear to you.
Oh, you can do it with technique where you can start out with something sweet like, "We love you dearly, and we're having a furious mother, but we still love you dearly."
You're so cute, Elisa.
Erik is dying laughing. Erik is dying laughing. He goes, "She's going to know hilarious. She's full of it."
I know.
Come on,
we're gonna go the old-fashioned way. We're just gonna do a DNA test. We're gonna take swabs.
Ooh,
yeah. That will work. That will work too.
It will.
And then what? Does that mean the children are less valued? I mean, you got to consider that.
No.
Hey, you got to consider. Is it really that important to know? I mean, maybe it is. I don't know.
Erik says it's to answer their gut feeling.
Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. All right. Well, we know the answer then. All right. Well, thank you for calling. Okay. 650 area code. Hi there. How you doing?
This is Nancy from California, and I had a session with you, a scalar energy session. I've emailed you. Never did I dream that it wouldn't work, and it didn't work. So it was the one to increase my muscle mass and my stamina. Yes. So I was so excited, and I emailed you, and you said that there was a contract that was revoked during the session. You can tell me what is the contract that was revoked and why didn't it work for me?
You know, right away when you first asked that question, Erik says, it's like he says there was a part of you that was ready for it to work, but there was another part of you that was doubting it. And I feel like that's what gets in your way. It sounds like she's having a heck of a time over there, but she has a lot of dogs, so.
That's all right. That doesn't bother me. It's so funny. I was ready for it. I was so excited. I could hardly stand it. Every day I was checking to see if it was done. So
it's a conscious. Just to interrupt for a second, Nancy. It's interesting because, and that's what Erik was just saying to me, Denise. Because, you know, when you first said when you first were speaking about it, and you said it was like I didn't believe that it would work. Like it was too good to be true. No,
I didn't believe that it wouldn't work. I was like, okay, this is going to work. I'm so excited. I didn't doubt it, but maybe some part of me did. But
Erik says
Elisa said it worked, and
now here's the other thing too. It doesn't mean that you're not going to have it work, because there's some things that are going to take a period of time too. And because what he says is it's been done. And it's interesting because he said this about some scalar work will work really quick on some people. Some will work quicker than it's supposed to. And like it just, and it varies because there are so many different things that are going on with your body, with your physiology, with your mind, with your subconscious, and it really does play a really big part. So don't discount it, because Erik's saying don't discount it right now.
No, okay,
Don't call it off as not working. He says that'll just make it not work at all.
Yes, and I will tell you this. I asked Erik about the very few people. There's not very many people that don't get results, okay? But I asked him about it, and here's what he says. He says irrevocable contracts. Very rare to have an irrevocable contract that has not been honored and there's nothing we can do. That's very rare. But there are contracts that people deem as irrevocable, but they have been honored, so we can revoke them. That's number one. Number two, now we know to do the energy work across all harmonic triads, and I don't know what that is, but who cares? And also to all 12 dimensions. I'll already do it across alternate realities and alternate parallel this and parallel that and whatever. Number three, revoking contracts that others have in your life, even if it's a co-worker or whatever, that could impede the success of your energy work. And number four, overcoming resistance of the conscious and the subconscious mind for things like, I don't deserve it, okay, or this is too good to be true. And on a conscious level, it could be that, I know it's going to work. But on a subconscious level, there are a lot of people who say, I'm not worthy of this, or there's no way this could work for me, et cetera. So I'm going to do retrograde integration Friday to insert that into everyone's from October of last year on into their energy work. So that's going to be a huge shift. Usually that takes around 6 days to really implement into people's energy work. So I would just say that.
Oh, it's a lot of work for you. And thank you so much.
Erik says you're working on owning your power. You're a very powerful being. And he says you're really working on that. You're working on standing still in your power, because that feels real uneasy to you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Erik, for confirming that. Well, thank you both, and I'll keep you posted.
A lot of people that come to Atlantis Scalar have a lot more power than they think, and they're just, some of them have been so beaten up by life that they don't know how to step into their own power anymore, and it's really tricky. And those are the people we need on this planet to be self-empowered, to find their power again. We really need people like that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely think I'm one of those people.
I know you are. I know you are. All right, so let's see, 516 area code. I don't know if I did this already. Anyway, 516 area code. Hi there. How are you doing? I'm going on a list, so who knows?
Hi, everybody. Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi, Elisa, Nancy. How are you?
Hey.
Thank you, everybody. Elisa, kudos to you, and congratulations to Erik.
Yay, my boy.
I love you guys. I have one quick question for Erik. I have my 8-year-old niece. She's diabetic type 1. I would like to know if she would benefit from the scalar energy, because I know there is no cure, but we want to have a cure for her.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing it on my sister, and it seems to be working. But we had to overcome what I just spoke about, the resistance of, I like my victimhood. I am so used to being sick. I feel comfort. It's a known to me. So we had to put language in there to overcome that for her. But her blood sugars just started plummeting the day that I did it. So, all right. So, Erik, what about in this case? What is your daughter's name?
Oh, my niece's name is Bernadette.
Bernadette. I got a yes right away. I got a yes, and I've been writing yes.
Without hesitation.
Listen, do they have to do for the whole family, the mother and the father? Do they have to do something else for them? Like sometimes you need to open portals, whatever.
You have to have the super portal work with increased vibrational frequency for the entire household. And it's the same price for how many people. There can be 20 people in the home. It doesn't make a difference. But you must revoke shared contracts in the family. You must. There's all sorts of things to. I mean, you can take a chance and not get it, but oh my God, it's just no. It's not.
Yeah, the whole thing is better.
It really isn't. It's so, and the benefits just from that alone are enormous. But again, I recommend it really strongly. But if people don't get it, then I can't be responsible for failure of the energy work. I just can't.
Okay, I understand. Thank you guys so much, Erik. I love you. I love you all.
We love you too. We love you. Everyone out there.
Much love to you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, that's it. I want to say thank you so much to my son, Archangel Erik Rooney Medhus, and Denise Ramon at deniseramon.com. She did energy work on me and my husband, and we just blown away. And Michelle Gray at thehealing-art.com. She did energy work on me. Amazing. So they're really powerful healers and very wonderful mediums.
Thank
I love
you.
you all.
Love you both.
Bye.
Bye.